And then, bright light. Probably take a second or two for the camera to adjust to the exposure, but should be there now. So hopefully, if everything's gone right, this is part 2 of a 2-part little vlog video thing explaining what went on. So hopefully, with any luck, part 1 got posted yesterday. I'll put a little link up there in the corner. I've never understood what these big caravans of people about, but anyway, right, stop getting sidetracked, get on topic. So, previous video, I updated everyone what's going on sort of health wise. With regards to the emphysema and what I plan to do and blah blah blah. A lot of waffling about nothing basically, but the point's been made and I just need to actually go and do something about it now. So I'm probably not going to do it this week. I'll probably do it next week. I think, yeah, next sort of Thursday I'm going to try and get into the doctors, and then if I can't do it Thursday I'll try and do it Friday. So start the ball rolling on that front. But anyway, that's not what I want to talk about in this video. This video I want to talk about what's going to happen going forward. I originally set this up to just be an e-skate sort of channel, but it's sort of like evolved a little bit. I've put a little bit of gaming on there, a little bit of live stuff on. It's all been centered around the e-skate stuff, but I think that is now going to have to change. I think I'm not going to be on the board enough and making enough content solely on the board to justify running a YouTube channel. It's because it could literally be a case of like 1 video a week, which, unless they're like really good, really high quality videos, which I'd love to sit there and do it, but I don't have the time to do it. So I'd love to sit there and edit out the videos till they're all like really good and looking nice and everything, but I just don't have that kind of time. I've got to try and get whatever content I get off the camera, edited, uploaded, all in the matter of like an hour, maybe 2. That's why I either do highly edited short videos, like 10 seconds to a minute, you know, YouTube Shorts, Snapchat, TikTok when I was on TikTok, but then, or I do vlog ones like this, where to be honest, I don't really have to do much editing. I literally just run through it, make sure the keyframes are where they need to be. If I talk about anything particular, I can always put a picture or something up on the screen, really basic shit, but I don't really have to do much editing. And then it's just a case of copying it, downloading it straight, uploading it, but it takes a long time to render some of these videos. So, you know, a minute video takes a couple of minutes. Like a 20 to 30 minute one takes a lot longer. So I've not actually timed it actually, I'll have to try it. Although if I do end up upgrading the computer, that should improve, because the computer will be faster. Anyway, getting sidetracked again. So what are my plans? So what I am thinking is I'm going to use the bike to scout out places to go on the board, and then I'm going to see if I can figure out a way of using the bike to get the board there, ride around wherever I want to ride around on the board, and then come back. Now, see, doing that means, well, I extend the range in which I can go out, because it's a lot easier for me to ride further on the bike than it is on the board. It means I'm not using up all my battery getting to somewhere for the board, so I've got more battery to use riding around wherever I want to ride around. And then also it gives me a little bit of a backup where if I have a problem with the board, I can still get home on the bike. Although it doesn't really work the other way around. If I've got a problem with the bike, I can't really put the bike on the board. So we'll see. But I was thinking about maybe some kind of like hitching system for it, because I've got like this bike came with a rack. Oh yeah, in case you'll notice that we're going this way today. Yeah, we're going to go a different way so I can waffle at you some more. Yeah, I've got like a rack to go on the back of it. Now the board itself won't fit on the back directly anyway. It's too big, and also it's too heavy. I wouldn't want that amount of weight directly on the back of the board. Back of the bike. You know, the board's heavy. It's 27 kilos, I think. It's heavy. So I did think about maybe getting some kind of like trailer, but I don't fancy that. And the other one, which is I think what I'll look into, is seeing if I can find some way of hitching the back end of the board, the one that's got the motors and the gear drive on it, onto the racking, and have it like towed behind that way, so the front wheels are on the floor and the rear wheels that's got the drive and the motors on it, that's hooked up to the back, effectively towing it, for want of a better word. And then yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. I'm also going to look at doing some modifications and changes to this bike, nothing major. I want to get slightly wider handlebars, only because I find these ones a little bit narrow. Not by much, it's just like about there, instead of like there where it is at the minute. Yeah, about there. I mean, I could just get bar ends for this one, but no, I'll just get a new handlebar. It'll be easy enough. Should be able to find one. Hopefully I won't need a new headset with it, but if it is, it's not a big problem. That didn't sound good, whatever that was. That best not have punctured my tyre. Make sure that wasn't anything coming out. It's not anything coming out of my pocket. That's completely thrown me off. Yeah, right, handlebars. I wouldn't mind getting some better suspension, both the front fork and the rear shock. I want some longer travel on the front with a bit more rebound as well. Maybe go for like a triple clamp setup and just a rear shock that's got a bit more adjustability into it, because this one ain't got loads. It's all right, but it could be better. And if I'm going to be riding this more, I might as well try and make it comfy. What else did I want to do? Something else. Oh yeah, I might look at reducing the amount of gearage. I might look at getting rid of the big ring on the front and just having one. And then, I don't know, maybe like a 10 speed on the back. Whoa, almost. Almost.
Almost. That would have served you right.
That's why you always go slow around doggos. Well, hey ho. Yeah, so that is my plan for that one. Yeah, so yeah, just make a few changes, make it a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more bearable. Like I say, get rid of the big ring on the front, because to be honest, I never use it. I never use them gears at all. So I only ever sort of like shift down on the rear. So I might as well get rid and free up some space on the handlebar. Because what I want to do is I want to have a play around with where everything's set on here. I might move this computer over to one of the sides somewhere. Maybe even more where my phone is now, actually. That might make sense. Still, obviously I've got to keep the headlight sort of in the middle. But if I get rid of that computer, I might be able to put the headlight there. Lets you where that computer is, but then I want to see if I can mount the camera down there. While I'm going to stop here to get through this gate, I'm going to check my tyre. Make sure it's still all right. Yeah, it seems to be. Seems to be all right. I'm wondering if I was trying to figure this out the other day while I was here. I was wondering if I could get it. No, it's too big for that. It's too big to fit through there. But I'm wondering if I can do it if I go in backwards. No. Oh, that's a tight squeeze. But it does just about fit through. And I do mean just. Oh. Oh, right, this is the way. One way to get across this river. Go and say hello to the swan. Hello, swan. You're wagging your tail at me. I've not got any bread for you, I'm afraid. Yeah, I've got nothing for you. You going underneath? And he's going underneath, he don't care. It's probably quite a safe spot for him, actually. Let's face it, it's not a lot of people that come this way. It is mainly people out fishing or out walking the dogs. So, but right, let's tackle this hill climb. I bet this doesn't even look that steep on camera. I mean, it's not mega steep, it's doable. And admittedly, the electric motor, oh shit, is helping me out a lot here. I'd probably be struggling if I didn't have the electric motor. But yeah, and then we're at the top. Looks like there's been a fire here at some point. Yeah, but that's the top, that's the way over there. See, that's the nature reserve down there on that little island. You can see a couple of the birds of prey flying around. Well, you probably can't on the camera. Like kites or something, maybe. 2 of them. It might even actually be. Might be a pair and a pair of younglings actually. But they're flying around looking for something. But I'd have to use like a telephoto lens for you to be able to see them. I don't think you're going to pick them up on the camera. Oh, and I figured out what this is. This is a slurry lagoon. I'm not exactly sure what a slurry lagoon is. I'm going to guess when they dredge like the river and the canal, that's where they pump all the shit. So I'm going to guess in there it's just a one big like massive bog. So I won't be paying it a visit, no thank you. Yeah, I think I'll give that a miss. Yeah, I've hopped over up on that bit yesterday. I had a look. To be honest, there's not a lot to look at. It's literally just a load of trees, and you can't actually see the ground to see what it's like. But if, like they say, it's a slurry lagoon, it's, yeah, I reckon it's probably not very nice. Although you think if it was something like that, it's probably quite dangerous. You'd think they'd do a better job of fencing it off, because there's literally nothing to stop you walking over the bits where the fence has gone down. There's nothing stopping you from doing it. There's a couple of bits where it's literally just like, oh yeah, just walk over. And then you can just go and wander into it. Well, I mean, I'm pretty certain you'd probably regret it. Look, I mean, you could just climb over that. Look, one coming up behind me. Ooh, he's got a mid-drive. Electrical power, but in a mid-drive motor. Nice. There's a few people on the reserve. There seems to be people here pretty much every day from what I've seen. And it's just real, does the canal seem a little high? Or is it just me? And watch out for these potholes as we're going along. Yeah, the canal seems. Canal seems higher than normal. I don't know if that's because it's like just me. I don't know. You know what, I've been coming down here the last couple of days. I've hardly seen anybody. I've literally seen like one person walking, and then lo and behold, I get 2 people coming down here with a bike. But this is the other thing I'm interested in. This ferry, it looks like it's still operational, because there's a guy walking out. He looks like he's just walking the dog though. I don't think he's the ferryman, but yeah, it's operational still. Peel Ports Group Ferry. Safety guidelines for ferry crossings. Please remain seated at all times while ferries in motion. Please not lean over. Yeah, that's all the safety instructions. It doesn't actually tell you what times it runs, because I think it's only at certain times. So It'd be interesting to see what times they run them. I might even have a go at it one day, if they'll let me. Oh, Matt, stop looking over that way and watch where you're going, because these potholes will kill you. I'm too busy looking over there on the other side of the river. Something I was wondering about, how much them houses go for on the edges of the canal. They must go for it. I mean, there's one there that looks like it's quite nicely done actually. They've got like a modern extension on the back with all glass. You probably can't see it. There's one that looks like it's being built. But yeah, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, I mean they're not bad little houses, you know. They're back onto the river. I mean you can't go on this. This is I suppose technically it's sort of private, because you can't like have like a boat there and just go and ride around on it on your own free will. At least I don't think you can. But I suppose if you like seeing ships going past, you could get to see that every couple of days, because there's still ships go down here regular. So interesting. It'd be interesting to have a look, see how much some of these are worth, if they're even up for sale, because I bet they don't go up for sale that often because of the location where they're at. Let's just get the camera pointing sort of straight. Right, let's get a wiggle on. Let's get out of this bit. Hello. I wonder what these arches are for. I mean, there's a gate there to get across to access it, so I'm guessing I don't know if they wanted to unload anything. I suppose they could use one of these, because they're like little quays and little docks, so they probably could use them. I mean, that one's obviously had some type of like wooden building on it that's since collapsed. But yeah, look, they've got these little jetties there. They've got little mooring things on the end, so you could park a boat there and unload it. There's probably a couple of wide ones somewhere that I've missed. Yeah, definitely we need some further investigation into what you can actually do with that. Anyway, let's move on to a different topic. Well, not quite different topic, because I know one thing that I am going to do at some point soon, because there is a opportunity for me to go somewhere that I've never actually been and checked out, even though it is technically right on my doorstep. And that's go and have a look on the Trans-Pennine Trail. Let's get through this gate first. That's not as wide as the other one. I hate to do this to you, buddy, but I'm going to whiz past you in a minute. Oh, well, these potholes are fucking mind-numbing. But yeah, just up here on the other side of the canal, there is Trans-Pennine Trail. And there is a way to get across. Well, there's a couple of ways to get across actually. I could go on the ferry if I can find the times for it. I can go across here and over the locks. Turn the camera around. So you can walk all the way across those over onto the other side. Is, I'm not sure if you can see it, but if you look on the where the bridge is, there's like a ridge line of trees that goes all the way along. Well, somewhere up there there's a path that leads up there, and that is part of the Trans-Pennine Trail, and it goes which way it might goes eastwards for quite some way. Like, I think it ends up in Altrincham is the next sort of like town it stops off at, which I'll have to double check exactly how far away that is from me, but I think it's like about 10, maybe even 15 miles. I'm not sure. I'll have to look that one up. But then, I mean, it's as far as I know, it's technically just a walking trail, so I don't know how bike or board friendly it's going to be. But there's one way to find out, and I might as well try and do it on the bike, because if I can't do it